everyone, it's Julie, SylverStitches. The camera will calm down shortly. It's on a snake-like clamp. Anyway, it is the third day of trying to shoot this. I didn't put my phone on airplane mode today, and I didn't lose it. So sorry that you didn't get to experience any of that. So yesterday, I'll start out with this. This is a floss tube cross-stitch crafty channel. But first, yesterday, I filmed for an hour and a half. But it would take, I don't know. Anyway, so now it's Tuesday. I filmed Simon, my cat, sleeping on one of my charts. So I was no longer able to read the chart because that's where I was. So I filmed him, and I might post that. I will. I'll post that because it's cute. Anyway, at the beginning, or maybe after the segment. But no. Yesterday I went through everything, and now I have a different philosophy because, surprise, it's a different day. So, yeah, so sorry, I'm all jumbled. Filmed Simon, went to go make a coffee, went to go get on a sweater. This was all yesterday. I have a coffee table that sits in front of me when I'm filming. I put my phone on airplane mode because, who wants to be disrupted during filming a floss tube? And then I proceeded, unknowingly to myself, that I put my phone in the remote drawer in my coffee table. When have I ever done that? Oh boy. So I was like going crazy. I was like, my phone has to be somewhere. Somewhere it's got to be somewhere because obviously, like, it's got to be somewhere. I didn't go out of the house yet. I haven't gone out yet. So it's got to be somewhere, right? So it was somewhere. It was it took me like half an hour to figure out where I had put my phone while it was in airplane mode. Today, not filming on airplane mode because my nephew, or my brother-in-law just contacted me saying he wants my nephew to be on Kid Messenger, which is cool. I'm cool with that. But if he's calling, like if he's video calling, I don't want to miss it because, it's the first time. So if I'm at work, that's different, right? But if I'm home, I want to be able to get it on the first call, only because, he's 9. He just turned 9. That's important to him. Okay. Regardless, it is what it is. Just more messages from my brother-in-law. So yeah, so if he calls, then I'm gonna pause this video and, get back to you guys later, because I understand how it's important to keep in contact, especially when you're young and you don't really understand what's going on, but you kind of do because, you're a smart kid, right? So, I'm going to, starting tomorrow, because tomorrow's the 15th, today's the 15th? Today's the 14th. Okay. Tuesday, April 14th. I'm getting my days all mixed up. So yes. So I am going to create 2 wheels. One wheel is the current whips in progress that I want to work on because, they still call to me. I still want to stitch on them. I still get excited when it comes up, right? And then I'm going to make another wheel that I was debating on, completely frogging out, completely giving away, completely all of those things. And my eyes and the light, because I keep forgetting. Is that a little better? Who knows? Now I just see a blinding light in front of me. But my eyes look better, maybe. It's about 11:45 here on that day that I said. Oh, no, now it's 12. Anyways, yeah, 12 o'clock noon. Nap time around here, even though Simon right beside me is looking like, what can I get into? Because, obviously there's something. I'm just gonna check in saying I'm great. We're still good. I went to my mom's house yesterday, picked up a mask that she had made me. It's just one of those cloth masks that is seeming to be all the rage right now because no one can find masks. And since I do go out in public and I do deal with the public on a many time a week basis, she thought that it was important to, because she made one for my sisters and their families. And so this is Simon. If you haven't met him yet, sorry about my sweater, but I love the sweater. This is Simon. He's my 2-year-old. He'll be 3 in August. My almost 3-year-old, my 2.5-year-old, handsome boy. Okay, gotta let go. My favorite sweater. I have no idea how that happened. I blame the cats. I have 3 of them. 2 of them are absolutely up the wall. He's one of them. The other one right now is behind me sleeping. Sorry. My stitchy chair, my rocking chair that's across from me right now has a whole lot of stuff that I don't want to stitch on anymore. So I'm going to make that a wheel. Right. So I'm going to roll, spin, whatever you want to call it, spin the wheel twice a month for the things that I do want to work on, because I can dedicate 2 solid weeks to a certain project, no problem. Like, that's what I say now. And like, by this weekend, I'll be like, get me out of this project. Anyways, and then I have other ones that I couldn't, I don't have to, I should, because I put so much time into them, but they're not important to me anymore. Like, they don't have a purpose. They weren't supposed to be gifted for anybody. There's no reason to, I don't know. They don't make me happy. So there's too many things in the world right now to stitch in order to do that, right? So I'm going to spin that one as often as possible. The only thing with that one is I'm getting myself, I'm allowing myself, what's that word? The ability to have to put one full thread of floss in each project, and then I can roll again, just so that a little bit of progress is getting done instead of just sitting around and doing nothing. Sorry, my hair is down. I'm just I have been posting a little bit on Instagram and Friday Off the Grid, but not a lot. Not more than normal, because I used to be posting every day, and I'm not doing that anymore. So here's my current, what I'm gonna, if I can find the threads for this, because my crazy put everything somewhere else situation that I did yesterday, because I went through my whole stash and said yay or nay to everything. Here is the, here is the Spring Cottage by Alma Lynn Hayden. I found it. Oh, it's dark. I found it in, sorry guys, this book. And it's going to eventually look like this one. So it stays in its current packaging device only because because that's the way the world is rolling right now. I did end up doing a little bit of stitching at work yesterday because, surprise, surprise, it was Monday. So now if I don't put things away, things end up all over the place, and then Charlotte gets a hold of it. And, yeah. So I did end up stitching a little bit yesterday. Just gotta find the thing. So my work, sorry, apparently every time I go over here. My work project right now is Owl Trio by Dimensions. I was just watching the Fiber Talk with podcast with Gary and Michelle Bendy, so Michelle Garrett. And she's like, my first project was a dimensions, yada yada yada. I'm still there, yo. I'm still all about the dimensions. I can't get away from it. I don't know why. I need to. I'm slowly getting there, but it's not a fast process. So here we go. Last night I added the maybe I added the darker the threaded color. Sorry, somebody just set off the fire alarm in our building. It's happening more frequently now. Sorry if you can hear that. It's just it's not real. It has only ever been real once in like the last 2.5 years. So, because somebody burnt something in their oven this building is old. So, anyway, okay, so and it's now stopped. See, so I did the threaded. Is that what that's called? When you put the two colors together, like the two different colors. Thread. Anyway, two colors together down here. You see that? And then I added it up here to his beak, sorry, and here, and I think I finished also up here. So this colorway is done. This two colored orange yellow situation is done on the pattern. So yippee, there's one. I'm thinking that's not gonna show up if you can see it. I don't know if Messenger shows up when I'm filming, but right over here, right there, that's my sister and brother-in-law and 2 nephews. I'm gonna get rid of it. Hold on. Sorry about my finger. It's been there for like 10 minutes now, so who knows. Life and times of not putting your phone on airplane mode. Okay. So here's out of the bag, what he's going to look like, what they're going to look like, because I know the Ziploc logo gets in the way. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just slowly working on this one color at a time, or one symbol, I should say, symbol at a time, because of the mixed threads. And of course, always my handy dandy nail clipper, so that I always have a pair of scissors on me at work, because yeah, I know nail clippers and scissors are not the same thing, but those can go on airplanes. Something else that I worked on, because there was one thing that I worked on this morning. Did I put it back in the box yet? I think so. Yep, put it back in the box. So I just randomly pulled something from my keep box. If you want to know what wheel is going to be in what, let me know, and I'll try and re-video that, because life has been tough, man. Alright, so this is Debbie Mum Mini Banner Spring. Dimensions. See? I'm only just now, after I don't know how many years, venturing out of their dimensions world. I love it, but venturing out, but it's a slow process, because dimension seems to be still so much readily available in my neck of the woods. So I didn't do a lot of this today, but I did finish the orange, the variegated, the threaded, the weaved, the two colorways in one, the orange and yellow in here. So the yellow is already stitched when you clearly see that yellow, but then I think the orange is really an orange yellow mix, And then I did some of this orange yellow mix in this little line here, and that was it. So that's all I got. 15 minutes. See? That's not so bad for a floss tube, because clearly I didn't talk about anything else. I can. I mean, if it can turn into a what do I call these? Hobbies and crafts chat? Something? Anyway, I kind of wanted it to be more floss tubey and less craft and hobbies. I think that's it, guys. That's except for a mini some days, guys, some days, a mini whip parade. There you go. I got it finally. I'll show you what I'm keeping. Hold on. So we got this, right? We got this. And we got the summer cottages because that's been my latest start. Although I cannot find my thread pack for that right now. I created a little Ziploc with all of the current colorway that I'm using. Since my reorganization of life, who knows where it is. All right, so let us continue. Yesterday I finished yesterday's stuff. I can do that. Yesterday I worked on Joan Elliott's Advent Calendar. It's just the Merry Christmas one for December 25th. It came out of a book that is maybe behind me. Could be. Not behind me. No. Sorry. Currently MIA. Anyway, so you've all seen this before if you're following me. I did add the blue on the roof. Blue on the roof. I did add blue on this roof. So that blue is currently done. So that's good. That colorway of blue. If I didn't know that it was this sunny out today, I even closed the window. Like, the blind is closed. Is what it is. This one is so close to being finished that I just need to finish it. It's just a lot of back stitching now because of where her head and her, it's this one here. The head and the wings are doing. But everything else is done on it. So I figured, let's just keep going. I might not do her, is it her wings? Yeah, I might not do her wings in the metallic because that drives me absolutely bonkers. So that's where I'm at. So I got the bottom stitching done. And I got, her little hands and her necklace, her part, just right here. We'll see how that goes. This colorway is driving me nuts though, so every time I turn, it changes. I also bobbinated a whole lot of things yesterday and started taking things out of Packet C. Most of those are newly bobbinated. The cat did it. It was my January 1st start of this year. I've talked a little bit about it, how it's not the way I want it to be. So this border is not supposed to be that color. So I think I'm just going to take the correct color and outline it and inline it. So just like make a little backstitch border around the whole thing, because in that color, in the color that it's supposed to be, because it's not. If you want, I don't insert pictures, I don't do any of that stuff, so if you want to know about it, go back and see the January 1st video, because I'm pretty sure there is one. If not the first, then it's definitely on the second. This one, I think, was my December 31st start. I made videos for all these, so bloom where you are. And so the whole thing is going to say bloom where you're planted, bloom where you are planted. So I just haven't done any work on it yet, but I got the top border done when I first started it. It's a little girl, I think, holding a watering can, pouring water on a plant. It's pretty cute. It'll get done. Alright, Noel tree ornament. Also, so close to being done. It just needs to be finished. That's why I'm keeping a lot of these, because why get rid of them when they're almost done? So, here's where it is. I just need to finish the inside border that goes all the way around, and then stitch out the word Noel, and ta-da! So that's an easy, that border at least is an easy thing to do. Now you get to see things with patterns, because, why not? I mean, pictures of the pattern. Those are all book leaflet items. Mostly book and magazine. Lizzie Kate, Prayer of St. Francis. It's for my dad, if he still wants it, although I'm pretty sure he does. I cut up the linen. No, it's not linen, it's even weave. It's Lugana, sorry. Like I keep telling people, I'm a DMC Ada stitcher, so all of these newfangled words are high and mighty. So this is where I'm at. So again, I'm over halfway done, so there's no point in stopping now. This other fabric that was in here that I cut up is still just a remnant. Is that what that's called now? A remnant? It's just a piece of fabric that I have not deemed worthy of anything being stitched on yet. So I'm keeping it all together so I know what it is. I didn't really want this one to go past 33 minutes, but it might, because I have a lot of keeps. The next one is a Lizzie Kate again. Be Who You Are. I bought this one twice, so I guess I really need to continue stitching it, because apparently I really do like it. So, and I really like the sentiment, so that's where I'm at. The last time I stitched it, I got those done. What happens if I turn off that light? Sorry, that light has 3 settings. Do you see it better? A little bit, eh? Anyway, as you can see, I carry. There's no shame in carrying. That worked in general better overall with no light. I just look completely drained. Maybe that's because I am. At this beginning of this quarantine thing, I was like, oh, I can sleep in, I'm refreshed, I'm all this, I'm all that. No longer. Can't sleep anymore. My cats wake me up. I can't go back to sleep. They're still trying to figure out the whole thing too. So the next thing is the dimensions again. The wolf. So this was also a recent purchase. This is when I got the owl trio at the beginning of social distancing. So I have not stitched on it since I probably last showed you, but here we are. It's just, it's really bad coloring day today. Maybe the light does help. See, it's all about where the clouds are. Dudes, I'm going to switch over to my other stitching spot in my next video, because this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. But it's a sunny day and there's no complaints. Because yesterday was super wind, it was crazy driving. I didn't understand what my mom meant when, was it hard to drive? At that point, until that point, it was not hard to drive. And then my drive home after work last night, I was like, this was one that I was going to give up, but it's going to turn into something that I'm just going to stitch when one strand at a time on, because I'll show that to you. And you probably already know from the slight glance that I gave you, but this is also something that I'm gonna do one strand on. This is also one thing that I'm gonna do one strand on. I added a whole lot of things in my video because I was like, this one is the Summer W Mum mini banner. I think I'll make it. I have to put together the video anyway if you want to see Simon. You already saw Simon, so it's okay. Here we go. This is, last time I worked on it, I did these lighter brown streaks of the roof. I just still have to continue on with that. Gonna see if James is gonna come around the corner. Apparently he's going back to bed. That's okay. The next one, Dimensions Mini Banner Winter. I'm only really holding on to these ones because I want to finish the series. Because I already finished the fall. So the autumn, the fall. And I'm going to have to find something to put behind because it's black. Alright. Last time I stitched on it, I started filling in the sled. Sled at the bottom. Alright. No dimensions. Innocence. Lovely girl looking at her hair. It's on a royal blue, dark blue Ada, and it drives me nuts, but she's so pretty when she's stitched up, so that's why she's being held on to. Last time I stitched on it, I worked over on the side of her face because I've reached the stopping point on the edge of the, what's going on, people? The edge of the fabric, the pattern, what is happening? So yesterday's video was an hour and a half. I deleted it because I wasn't going to post it and I needed that hour and a half of video space time. So the day before that, Easter, so Sunday, it was just too, I don't know why I didn't post that one, but next one is a Mirabilia, Savannah's Curtsy. I feel like I've invested far too much time in this to give it up, plus it's kind of from my mom, so there's that. Eventually it will get done. I'm working on her white dress right now just to be able to get the white over with. This is probably going to move into one of those stitch one thread per setting times because otherwise I go bonkers. It's on a linen, I think, or an even weave of some Lugana type situation, and I can't focus long enough to be able to spend 2 weeks on her. No, not at all. The next one is Another Dimensions. Another Dimensions, and six more in 4 minutes? Sure, why not? Dimensions. So this is So Busy. Nope, that's the back. Although the back really looks like the front, right? How could you tell that was the back? I'm doing so good on this one. Yeah. You've all seen my haze, right? I don't need to show you those, because then that's just, another cue. Alright, I'll splice it together. Okay, Stony Creek is next. I haven't done many Stony Creeks, but this is the one I'm doing right now. I am doing the Autumn in the Village. I started with the bakery in the middle. And if I could get it back in the bag, because I'm trying to be a little bit organized. I don't know what that is. Alright, and it goes this way. It's going to be a super skinny piece, like not tall, but there's that. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. I am doing this with all the called for colors, so I don't want to substitute anything where there's things missing. So I either have not gotten to it yet, or in here there's little spaces, like in this row of this brown and taupe row. I'm missing one of the colors, so I'm holding out until we get there. So before this, I had wontons that had cilantro in them. Really good. But now I'm still hungry, but what do you eat after cilantro? Come on. They were really good. They're from Costco. Alright, next. A to Z alphabets. This is, I'm working on this one at the back. Again, I don't know who I'm stitching it for. It might be for that nephew that I'm talking about, or his little brother. So my youngest nephew. But I've put far too much work into this to let it go, so there's that. So here he is. Here it is. It's not so much work. I have the border done. I'm almost done outlining the green borders, so that's good. And then I can pick and choose which motif I want to work on. That's how I'm basing that on how I stitch that. Because once I finish the border, then I can jump around and do the ones I like, and then, or do the ones I don't like first so that they're out of the way. That would be a good idea, right? This is far messier than it was yesterday. Alright, so this one is another new start from 2020. When I was doing those crazy start something every 5 day things. Whew. This is a friendship sampler. All I have is the goose and a friend, and I think this is gonna be a P, I think, and the border on the top. And I think that is this border is all the way done on this side. I just have to make it keep going this way. Mystery DMC from China, not from Wish, so who knows. It's not DMC, it's like faux DMC. So I can't give any color a number, because even though they claim they're DMC, it's not really. It's frustrating because they gave like the DMC logo kind of thing when they're trying to sell it. And anyways, Thomas, so affectionately known as Thomas. This is for my youngest nephew. He was supposed to get it for Christmas. If anybody followed me in Flossmas this year, he was supposed to be done. You'll see he didn't get done. I have been filling in his body with the tan color after his body is done, because this is mindless stitching. I'm going to continue on the stripes and the letters, stripes and the numbers, and then do the triangle banner thing on the bottom. Maybe he'll get it next Christmas. That's the goal. Alright, so I bagged these yesterday because the original packaging for the gold stuff, I can't handle. Like, if it rips of any kind, that is some sharp stuff. So this one is Fairy Tale. She is beautiful. She's got some filament, like sparkly stuff all the way through her, which is going to be interesting when I get to it, because I don't know how to do that. So this one's a little terrifying for me, but this is where I'm at. I've done, and I'm kind of making my way up and down in columns is how I've decided to work this. This is the first half of the first half of the first page. Dark, light, dark, light. Never again, people. Filming on a sunny day from the couch. Never again. Last one in the bin is this one. That's all I can say. Is Floral Retreat. So it's on like an ivory white Ada something or other. It's gonna be big, just like every dimension. And I've gotten the first corner done. Not even. It's just like that. Just like that. Alright, so that is everything in the box of keeping. In the box of keeping. The only thing left in there are some edges of Q-snaps. Haven't worked on it recently, but this is Autumn Fairies by See, I'm so used to it now, saying dimensions. Autumn Fairies by Hade, charted by Hade. The designer is Kate Middleton. So I think it would look better if it was not on 14 count. It seems very large right now, which makes sense, right? But this is the bottom. So this is how big it's going to be. From here to there. So yeah, I've worked all the way down, all the way across. Now I'm just going section by section across with the colors that I have. I don't have everything, so again, I don't want to sub in because that's just cheating on a Hade. So that's that. And there we go. I really do want to get back to this one though, because I do like stitching on it. I like seeing it come to life. There's a lot of just big block work right now, and even though everybody complains about all the confetti, sometimes complaining about the block work is the same kind of situation. So the next one, the next Hade, is in a very special bag. It is a bag from Heather Handcrafting. See her little a stitch in time. Okay, so Heather's Handcrafting. I'm going to see if it'll focus today, because it didn't focus yesterday. Anybody see that? Anyway, I'll post it down below. She makes bags. She makes needle books. And she makes a needle minder, which I know all of you have seen if you're following me at all. It's somewhere. I know it's somewhere. Because it's always here. Anyway, my cat might have flipped it onto the ground. That's okay. I will forgive them this time, but come on now. Guys, I'm very excited about this. I almost have to unfold it, like, lengthwise, height-wise, to show you now. Look, I'm almost at the end of this fold. I don't really know how I'm working on this. Oh yeah, yes I do. There's a, I don't know if it's a page break or if it's not a page break. No, it is, this one is, yes. This top one is a page break going down. Let's go on to Pattern Keeper and find out, shall we? Is it a real page break or is it just a Julie made page break? Anyway, I picked a line. I picked a certain amount of Pattern Keeper. Look at this, using multiple technologies here. The only thing with my tablet is it's old school. It still loads. It still works fine. No, it's an artificial page break because there's still 3 more rows of 10. So there's still 30 stitches to the right for the real page break. But maybe that'll be my next. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, zoom in on here because it's working today. Look at that. Anyway, close. Back home. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So sad fairy. You know what I'm gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it's gonna work. Da, da, da. Unplug you because you're not doing anything anyway. Go back. So you can't zoom in on my version of Pattern Keeper for what it's gonna look like in the end, but she is Sad Fairy, and this one in the middle there, that one is Autumn Fairies. So he's just little, little compared to Sad Fairy. Sad Fairy is huge. I have loaded other things that I have purchased from Hade. I haven't tried anything else being loaded on here yet, like any other designers, because I'm a Dimensions kid. Anyway, so back to this. Very exciting. I'm still needing to rip out frog out those 3 that clearly don't belong there. My version of 225 is not the same that it's now called for. I think I labeled it wrong, so therefore. Anyway, that's what I've gotten done. I was working on down here, all of this down there. Last time I was stitching on it, which has been a few days, maybe a week, 2 weeks. I know I definitely have not picked it up since April 1st, so I need to get back to it. But it's on a massive, massive piece. I chose Sad Fairy, partially because I love her, but past that, she fits on the current piece of 18 count fabric that I have that I got from my cousin for Christmas. So the piece of fabric is, it can't even back up enough for you to see it, but it's massive, right? Just like you would expect a Hade to be on. And you just totally saw my back. See, look, it's not so bad, right? That's not bad. That's not bad for a Hade. I started this Hade out by diagonal, like row by row diagonal stitching. That didn't really suit me, so I just then decided to go color by color for a little bit of time and hope that works out because I really like it. I really should get back to it. But that's one of those things where you have to take, an afternoon of your life. You can't just sit down for 5 minutes and say, oh, I'm just going to do, if you want to work on your Hade, you need to work on your Hade. Like, the full covered pieces. Like, you can't just give it a little bit of time. It's got to be a lot of it of time. Anyway, I'm going to wrap that up here because it's been 45 minutes almost of me talking, and by the time I wrap it up, it will be 45 minutes, and who has time for that? So, plus I have to clean up this disaster before I get ready for work. Again. Ready for work again. Fingers crossed that I upload this video because I haven't in the last 3 days that I've tried. So hopefully Tuesday is the winner. It's Tuesday? Yes? Yeah. Okay. So have a great day. Have a good night. Have a good time whenever you're seeing this. Hope you get all your stitchiness in. Hope you're staying safe and well and staying in as much as you possibly can. So adios and ciao and sparkle and shine and have a great day. Hi FlossTube, it's Julie SylverStitches from Carleton Place, Ontario, and I was going to show you the book that I'm using right now for stitching my project, but Simon has gracefully fallen asleep on it. Sorry about the, oh my god, adorable. He's adorable. He likes to sleep beside me when I'm stitching. It's like, don't forget about me, Mom. Sorry that you can see the pattern behind, but I figure it is what it is. I'll show you what I'm working on in just a few minutes. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.